Clearly you're thinking a lot about plotting and pacing, and
Mm,
you had this lovely moment where you talked about the moments of connection, that you've got this, it's quite a tight little book that's really pacey, that just
yeah.
grabs you from the beginning. And like I said, I was up till 2 in the morning, and I was eventually, I was like, I've got to get up in the morning, I've got to put it down. You were talking about the importance of finding the quiet moments in those
Yeah.
pacey books. So I was wondering if you could talk about
Yes.
that.
I remember an editor talking to us about what she called the nervous giggle and the importance of the nervous giggle that, you can't just keep winding that rubber band tighter and tighter and tighter endlessly. You've got to
Yep.
let a little slack in every so often. Otherwise, it just, the tension stops working. When
Yep.
everything's an 11, nothing's an 11. And so I've had a few lessons from editors over the years that have really gone on to flavor everything else I've done. And that was one of them. Another one, hot tip, was from my very first ever editor who said, Amy, never say somehow unless the character themselves doesn't know how it's happened, and that's the point. Don't say I somehow scramble up the wall. You're just highlighting that it was really difficult to do and it doesn't really make sense that they've done it. Just say I scramble up the wall. Somehow
Yeah.
is only for when they are meant to be confused. And I was like,
That
I've
is
listened to that.
really good
That is a
advice.
good
That
tip.
That is
right?
really
I
good
know.
advice.
Yeah,
I'm very
it's
guilty of that. My God.
All
no,
those
I mean, yeah, you
modifiers.
put them in the draft and take them out in the edit. But
That's
yeah, that
right.
one stuck with me. But the nervous giggle stuck with me. And so in Red Star Rebels, it's like it's very much inspired by movies like Die Hard and Speed and these mile a minute action movies. But the
Mhm.
challenge that you want to, well, that I anyway wanted to take up in a book like that was, okay, the whole book takes place in 8 hours. We're trapped on a Martian base. We've got a very small environment that we're in. We have to keep moving constantly. No one has time to really think through their decisions. No one has time to really process what's going on. How do I create the sense of a genuinely meaningful relationship arising in the middle of
Yeah.
this